volume up a little higher. I got my Bluetooth on. I gotta actually charge it. So I hope y'all. I think this noise is gonna catch some of this. I should restart this. Let me see if my headphones will connect to my Bluetooth as soon as I jump on. But we back, man. I need to go on another vacation. It's already 8:16. I wasn't even about to get up, man. Yeah. The kids out of school this week, so it's been an easy ride to work. But still, man, feel good. Then, as soon as we got back, my wife, me and her, we got this cleansing challenge. So I'm doing fruits. She doing fruits and vegetables all week. Shout out to everybody coming in, hit that like button. But man, vacation was fun, man. Went to Hilton Head with the family. End up, having a good time. Man, I spent a lot of money, dude. A lot. Hilton Head is nice, but expensive. Man, I think everywhere we went, like even when I went to Five Guys, I spent $50 at Five Guys. I spent, what was it? The most I spent was 150 because I left a $20 tip, and I only got one drink. 10 meals is going on, but literally, like, it was expensive. Like, then I got grown boys. Might as well say they grown. They 13. They eat. My son wanted a brisket plate with the two sides. My other son, like I say, he's such a big kid. He eat like a kid still. All he wants is chicken and French fries. So he ended up getting the sweet potato fries, but still, chicken and French fries. But when they come down to it, man, they had a good time. It's like putting a mark of the value of spending time with your family. Some say it's priceless, but it is a price. But at the same time, having fun with the kids, man, you ain't gonna be able to get these memories back. That's why I told people, that's why I decided to actually work local more or less than working out of town, because I can't get these memories back when they're young. And plus, my son's finna get into wrestling, man. Everybody that know me, wrestling is my sport. I wrestled in high school. I got second in state. My team, 4-time county area champions. I got, first in area, second in area twice. I got first at county, I think twice. Second at county twice. First at area, first at county one time. And overall, man, I had a pretty good career in wrestling. So I did pretty good. What's going on? Everybody coming in the building. But my son, he finna wrestle, so this is like stuff like this, you can't get that back. So that's why, I say I'm local, I work local, and the money, yeah, I can make the money. I can make more money if I'm out of town as a driver, but can't get this time back with your kids, man. So it's precious, and then, with these young kids nowadays, man, they highly influenced by other people. But, just taking them on vacation is good. And the biggest vacation, my wife, she tried to talk me into it last year. I told her no. They get to go to Jamaica every year. They got grandma, granddad in Jamaica. So they go to Jamaica every year when they make good grades in the summertime. Last year they didn't go because both of them grades weren't up to par. The year before that, it was one of them grades up to par. And he didn't go. One of the other twins didn't go because his brother's grades weren't good. And I'm like, we guys are punishing the good twin because the bad twin not doing his thing. What's going on, everybody in the building? But when it come down to it, a lot of times, man, you just going into different situations, man. You just have a lot of people, focusing on the wrong thing in life. Some crazy people in this chat right now. Sheila, what's going on with you? How you doing? But, overall, shout out to everybody coming in. Y'all hit that like button, all the trolls and everything too. But, like I say, at the end of the day, man, have fun on vacation. But that's the thing. A lot of times, that's what I talk about on my channel is, about budgeting and saving and stuff. So, when it come down to it, save your money to do stuff like this. Save your money, go on vacation. Save your money. Got a trace. Save your money, go on vacation. Save your money to do certain things. And that's what it's all about. I mean, like I said, when it came down to it, I did spend a lot of money, man. I mean, Hilton Head is a, vacation spot for a lot of people. Quite pleasant to see. The island is pretty nice. My wife, she from Jamaica, so she always like going to the beach. I was over there on Lass's channel talking with her, and she was saying the thing. She's actually moving back to Jamaica. So I told her that's good. I know she'll love that, her and the kids. But, like I said, overall, man, planning for vacation, man, just having fun. A lot of times, man, that's why I always talk about budget. When it come down to it, you budget for a vacation like this, you don't have to worry about, am I going to be, don't even have enough money. I remember one time I went on vacation and got the round trip tickets, everything. I budgeted all the way down to the penny. And when I say to the penny, like when I came back, I ain't had no more money left. And my wife was like, that's not good. Like, we still got to come home and this and that. And I'm like, yeah. I said, well, I got a little money left to the side, but it was nothing. So, lo and behold, now when we plan trips, we budget, put money to the side. I got my wallet. I'm trying to pull out my wallet, show you some money. But pretty much still have money when you come back home. Have a savings, Savings was always like something that we used to put to the side for a vacation. But we got to have a savings on top of the vacation savings. And that's where it hits a lot of people. Spending all this money, you still got to come back and live. You still got to come back and live. Your bills got to be paid. You don't want nothing cut off. You don't want to take a real nice vacation and then your lights off. You don't want to take a real nice vacation and come back to what? Can't put gas in your car to go to work. So, a lot of times you got to budget. You got to, set time to take care of matters that need to be taken care of. And that's the thing with a lot of people, man. We weren't taught this. A lot of us wasn't taught it. So what's going on, Dr. Dunbar? A lot of us wasn't taught this. So we lack the knowledge. Like I said, my vacation was wonderful, man. Ended up going to Hilton Head, took the whole family, went out there, and the number one thing my wife liked is seafood. So went to a couple of seafood places. Went to a barbecue place because she liked brisket and stuff. So we went and found a smokehouse that they was decent. The food was okay, but the craziest part, we got better brisket out of a gas station. Time was going on. Ended up going to Buc-ee's. Dang, I think I left a shirt in the house. I got a shirt from my auntie for Buc-ee's. I was like, I don't need no paraphernalia for Buc-ee's. But a brisket at Buc-ee's, man, it was good. That thing, they sliced it fresh, came in there and grabbed one. My wife's so greedy. I know she's gonna be mad if she tried to go in there and buy another one, dog. Okay, what's going on? Yeah. So I mean, like the trip, it was nice to Hilton Head. You know, like I said, getting away with the family, the kids, man, it was cool. You know, and then like I said, my son wanted to go somewhere. Coming back, he wanted to go to Buc-ee's because he ain't never been to Buc-ee's, so we ended up going to Buc-ee's. And for those that don't know, Buc-ee's like a big chain gas station. It's basically like a convenience store inside the gas station. Well, a department store inside the gas station. They got everything from camping, you know, keepsakes, memorabilia, you know, just all kind of little stuff, especially a lot of t-shirts. And then they also have the food there, you know. They have jerky, everything, jerky chicken, jerky turkey, jerky beef, you know, and it's fresh jerky. It's not like stuff that's sitting in the pack 20 years. I'm talking about this is fresh jerky. So they making the stuff daily. That's how much they sell it. And, you know, they brisket. They was actually in there cutting brisket when I got there. And they had another load of brisket coming in. They couldn't. I was like, man, they must have a pit back there. I don't know if they doing it electronically or what, because it didn't really have a hard smoky taste to it. So they must have one of those electric pits that smoke. Oh man, oxtail and brisket, yeah. See, that's the thing, man. Oxtails, if you cook them, it ain't no bad way to cook oxtails, but the flavor of it when you cook it, that's the best way of cooking out the best oxtails. But the brisket, man, I cooked the brisket the other day. I cooked it for 6 hours. Man, it was a small one. It wasn't no big one. So cooked it for about 6 hours. Left it in aluminum foil. Took it out the last few hours. Get a little crisp on it. Man, it was good. Like, that's probably the best brisket I cooked, because when I cooked the big briskets before, it never came out right because those things were too big and, you know, not really experienced on cooking brisket like that. Like, I had to end up taking one brisket, far as smoking it, I got tired. But back into this though, about the vacation. Man, the vacation, man, it was fun. Like I said, I went to Hilton Head, South Carolina. Me, the wife and kids, and had a great time. Yeah. I grilled brisket, smoked it before. The smoked one, I like it better when I use a smaller brisket than a big one, because long term, man, you get more flavor when you smoke it. You get the best flavor out of it when you smoke it, in my opinion. Lisa J, what's going on? But like I say that, man, Hilton Head is nice. If you go to Hilton Head, you'll like it. You know, the beach right there. And like I told my sons, that's one of my sons that was in the picture on the thumbnail. And I was like, man, dude, y'all want to go to the beach and it's cold outside? You know, even though it was a little warm down there, he was like, man, it ain't that cold. One of my sons jumped in the water. He was like, man, it's cold. And he was up there. The other one, he was like, nah, it ain't cold. He playing in the water, trying to act like it ain't cold. Came up there shivering. Yeah, it's time to go, daddy. I'm cold. I was like, man, that's what y'all get. I'm listen what's going on. Yeah, man. I've been cooking for a minute. If you, Dr. Dunbar, you see my old video, man. I think it was 2 years ago. I did a seafood, and that's not the first time I did it. I did it before. I did a seafood on Thanksgiving, to where I made lobster, all kinds of shrimp scampi, coconut shrimp, jerk shrimp, curry shrimp. You know, I did the bubblegum shrimp. I did popcorn shrimp. What other shrimp we did? I did coconut. I already said coconut. But we did lobster tails. I did macaroni and cheese, of course, because macaroni and cheese go with any big little occasion. So I did the mac and cheese. And my wife, I did a little small pan of dressing, but I put did I put shrimp in the dressing? I know I put some type of seafood in the dressing. I don't know if it was shrimp or crab, but I did all seafood. I did red snapper. I grilled 4 red snappers. I did some grouper. I fried grouper. I did hush puppies. I did a seafood boil, and I did gumbo. So we had a seafood boil of, you know, the usual sausage, eggs, potatoes, corn. Did it that way. Hit the gumbo, crab, sausage again, which are I'm having a brain for shrimp, and there was something else in the gumbo I put in there. I put different kinds of seafood in the gumbo. So y'all cook, man. Like, I've been cooking ever since I was probably 5. I used to always sit in the kitchen with my granny and cook. So I really cook. Like, my wife, the first time she found out I can cook, dog, it was always, I like your this type of food because you cook it better than me. I'm like, whatever. You just don't want to cook. Like, she always hit me with, I like your grill hamburgers, like the way you see. I said, really? It ain't no special. I mean, it's either you cook it right, undercook it, or you burn it. That's it with grilling. It's either those 3. You cook it right, you undercook it, or you burn it. So she tried to get it in like, yeah, you know, I like the way, just ask me you want me to cook tonight. Well, can you cook? Okay then. I'd rather take you there. What's the old saying? Peeing on somebody's leg and saying it's raining? I'm like, come on. But like, even that time when I made Thanksgiving dinner, I think the first time I made Thanksgiving dinner by myself, that she was like, I cook all year. I just don't really cook for Thanksgiving. Can you cook this year? Which, like I say, the first meal, I think we was together probably, I want to say 8 months, or close to 10, 8 to 10 months. And I had actually made my jambalaya. Once I made my jambalaya for her, she was like, well, what you do? You bought this from somewhere? She's like, this good. You bought it from somewhere? Like, nah. One of my coworkers told me the recipe he used, but you know, I kind of downed it because he used a lot of different meats, and I don't eat like big feet and stuff because he from New Orleans. So he was like, yeah, man, this how I make my jambalaya, this and that. So I was like, cool. I made the jambalaya for her. I'm telling y'all, and I tell this story all the time. She went in the kitchen. She seen the pot, but she went in the kitchen, like looked in the oven, went and looked in the trash can, and I'm like, what you doing? She was like, you ain't make this. She's like, you already took the trash out? I was like, no. She was like, what's going on? And I'm like, go in the trash. You'll see I got fresh shrimp, the butcher white papers there. I'm like, I bought a rotisserie chicken. I chopped that up because I didn't want to cook it. I was like, but the sausage, the ground beef, all that's right there. And she's like, man, where you get this from? She's like, because you got all... Yeah, it wasn't Zatarain's. But I did buy the rice and the beans, boil that up. Yeah, she thought it was the Zatarain's. Yeah. And but the crazy part was, had the rice, but the only difference with mine was I used 1 pack of white rice, 1 pack of yellow rice, and it's just the whole thing about getting that gravy down pat, as far as the gravy. So when the rice boil out with everything, they have a nice, flavor to it with a lot of seasoning. So, I mean, it's good. But like I said, that was the first time I cooked something for my wife. And oh man, she went crazy. She was just saying, appreciate it, thank you. She was just saying when it come down to it, she's like, yeah, you bought this from somewhere. You didn't make this. And I'm like, yes, I did. Kids even said, yeah, mommy, he made it. We seen him. He was cooking and stuff while we was in here doing our homework and this and that. But that was the time when she knew I know how to cook. Oh man, it was a problem. Every sauce, because it's not a gender role for the woman just to cook. So I do cook some nights. I end up coming home. If I got a taste for something, I'll be like, "What you cooking tonight?" Or I'm gonna cook this. Or even I call her earlier before I get out of work. Be like, "Yeah, I'm finna cook tonight. I'm finna cook this. I'm finna do that." So in my house, it's really not a gender role on cooking and everything. Wanda, it's mainly pretty much dependent on, my wife cooks a lot. So sometimes I give her a break. Because, I already know how it is. I mean, I don't know about her giving me a break come cutting the yard or something like that. But I get somebody to cut my grass anyway, man. I really don't have time to cut my own grass because I be doing so much stuff. I might cut the trees down and do a little edging, clipping the bushes. But as far as cutting the yard, my yard is not that big, but at the same time, like for me getting out work, probably doing some other little work, I don't pretty much have time. But yeah, but the vacation, man, it was nice. Like I said, coming back to reality and getting stuff set up to where, hey, going on next vacation. Really thinking about going to Dallas for Christmas, but I gotta plan that out because that's about $3,000 right there if I go to Dallas, because I gotta bring all the kids. I looked up the flight right now. It's about $400. Then I gotta get a Airbnb or a real nice hotel. Then turn around. I don't know, I might just get the hotel because most likely my twins, they probably stay with us the first night when we get there. And then when they get around their cousins, they just gonna be sleeping on the floor or beds or something, because I know as soon as we get there, one of their cousins in Texas, my wife's cousin, he has just bought his house, and my sons, I always play with their sons, because they around the same age, so I already know they going over there. They not coming back to the hotel probably. So ain't no need for me to get a big old Airbnb. That's gonna cost. I think decent hotels, like I say, they about $200 a night. Easy. We went down to Hilton. We got that on the steal through my cousin with his timeshare, but other than that, you talking about easy $2 to something. And then it was crazy because I think I only seen 2 hotels down there to me just looking. It was mostly resorts timeshares all down there in Hilton Head. Unless you was a resident, and I'm quite sure they had a few Airbnbs there, but you know, if you have family members that, you know, got these timeshares, take advantage of them. Because most of the time, families don't even go. They sit there and buy those timeshares. And we did a timeshare presentation when we was down there and got a free $100 gift card. So that was good. But other than that, like, a lot of these people have these timeshares. My cousin was like, man, they older, the most vacations they take, it depends on, you know, the grandkids now, because they on grandkid duty. So when the grandkids in school, they gotta mostly be home. And my cousin, he told his wife, he's like, this is what you signed up for. You're supposed to be in the RV traveling. Both of us pretty much retired, but yet we on grandma and granddad duty. I don't care. I'll be that way, man. I love the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like Trick Daddy say, love the kids. But like I say, overall, man, having a good time and just loving it, man. Just overall, man, trip fun. Didn't have no problems, man. Everything was nice. Like I said, we ended up coming back going to Buc-ee's. And Buc-ee's, I've been there before, man, it's always the same. It's so much. Like, hey, Brashad, you snuck in here. I ain't even see what's going on, April. And I was like, just so much going on, man. Just so much going on at Buc-ee's. And a lot of people, you know, like I told my kids, I was like, that's the smaller Buc-ee's that I've been to. The bigger one up 75 North is bigger than the one down south. I guess because of the, you know, area over there, they made it a certain size. But I think that Buc-ee had about, I think it was close to more than 50 pumps. I want to say close to 100. It's like close to 100 and some pumps. A little bit over 100. They had 3 sides to it. So it's like close to over 100, 120 pumps. I think about 140. Because I think the pump we was at 240. And you go all the way around to the other side, they probably started at, you know, either 100 or something. So, yeah. But Buc-ee's, man, it was nice. They had everything, the brisket. My son, of course, like I said, he got the chicken. So he got the grilled chicken. And they do chips instead of fries. So a cup of chips, potato chips, slice. And it's just like I said, the jerky they had sausage. Excuse me. Buc-ee's had their sausage, of course, all the drinks, fountain drinks, then turn around and had like bottled drinks, of course, beers and stuff, man. Buc-ee's just had a lot of stuff, like keepsake stuff, like I said. One thing I seen in there was real nice. They had a carved American flag with all the different branches of the military, from the Marines to the Army, Navy, embedded in the bottom corner of that flag. And it would transition from the flag as it got down to the bottom, a solid color background like a Navy with the Marines on there, and it had the seal and, you know, all the things that entail of the Marines. And it was just nice, man. The color on it, the way they painted it, the gloss. I mean, I like art, so this was something that was real, you know, intriguing to me. But the price was like, ooh, $450. It was something I would have bought, but like I said, that price tag at $450, it was like a stinger. But at the same time, if you know about art, you appreciate art. You know, that price tag was like kind of minimal compared to, man, if you really got into art, that right there would easily go for a cool 700 or more maybe. So, when it comes down to it, nice piece. But at the same time, like I said, overall vacation was nice. Buc-ee's was cool. And now I got to go back down to Buc-ee's, get another brisket sandwich. It's like an hour and a half away from my house. Me and my wife were joking, talking about how good it is. So now she wants to go on this brisket tour. So we start going around here, seeing who got the best brisket sandwiches in Atlanta. And she was saying Arby's used to have a good brisket sandwich. I was like, stop. I'm like, you got places like Sonny's, but they're hit or miss. Loveland around the corner, that's a hit or miss. What's the other big barbecue place down here? Not Dex. I think it's called Dex. Or Dash. I think it's Dash Barbecue. And they pretty good. Hit or miss. Fox Brothers, they cut down on their portions. Hit or miss. But I think Dex, or is it? I know it's Dex or Dash. One of them. I'm trying to remember the name. But they got pretty good barbecue brisket. And theirs is pretty much always to a degree on point. But when it comes down to them, they just like Fox Brothers Barbecue, who's out of Texas. They pretty much skimp on the portions now. Ever since 2020, everybody's skipping on portions. But they not skipping on the price. So when it come down to it, you skip on the portions, but not the price. But overall, man, I'm gonna get ready to jump off this, about to get off. Had a good time on vacation. Getting ready to plan the next one, so gotta pull out the old budget calendar, get it back rolling. Get some things squared away as far as with, business now, back as usual. I'm gonna have to start getting everything together, because I'm about to start this gig app stuff. See if I can do the gig apps on the weekend, back to back, and I might be finding me another job. Local driving is cool, but everybody wants to skimp, and what I've known is staying at a job long term is good, but you don't keep up with inflation. And that's one thing that somebody told me, and looking at videos, and now I'm starting to see that kind of true. Staying at a job long term, you'll be stagnant. And then on top of that, you'll get complacent. So, Tamika, what's going on? And you get complacent. And once you get complacent, it comes to a point where, you don't keep up with the inflation of everything around you, because while everybody's working this goal and doing this, you're gonna remain the same. So that's one thing I'm look into, like I'm telling people about the inflation on the workforce. Shay Love in the building. Shay got a lot of rest this weekend. So we went down on Friday, drove down Friday, and we went to Hilton Head. So got a lot of rest. This morning I got so much rest I didn't want to get up and go to work, but I did it. But like I said, it was fun. Like Hilton Head, South Carolina, that's something. We mostly do a lot of beaches. So my wife might be end up going back to Myrtle Beach, because we was looking, and Myrtle Beach was, I think it was like 3-4 hours away. And like I say, my wife a foodie, so we went to this one place that was pretty good. and it was a all-you-can-eat buffet. And this buffet was not like the regular buffet, like a Golden Corral. It was almost like a five-star restaurant buffet. I think we spent $50, like $40 or $50 on the buffet. I think we came in right around lunch. Lunch was like $40. I think the nightcap is about 50 or so because they bring more stuff out. And we came in right before the lunch expired. Stayed there all the way to pretty much the dinner part, man. It was good. Yep. But yeah, it was nice. And like I said, the beach down there, the thumbnail is one of my sons, shivering at the beach. But yeah, the food, man, it was pretty decent down there. The seafood was better than the grilled food, in my opinion. And I told my wife we should have went to that other barbecue place and tried theirs out so we can compare the two. Because, normally it's got to be a good restaurant. But, a lot of people give different reviews on how good a restaurant is when it really is this or really is that. So it's more like your liking. But the brisket was okay. But like I said, we went to Buc-ee's because my son said he never been to Buc-ee's. And my wife, she was like, what's a Buc-ee's? Took her there. She's like, oh my goodness. It's like a department store. And I told her, that's what Buc-ee is. It's not really a gas station. That's like the new QTs, Quick Trips. Quick Trips have got the QT kitchen now. Man, you can order pizzas, burritos, subs, wraps. It boosts their revenue because you gotta understand. Yeah, the Buc-ee's are nice. I ended up buying my aunt Buc-ee shirt. The brisket is good. The brisket is good because they cut it, slice it right in your face, making the sandwiches, and the fast they put them sandwiches up there, the fast them sandwiches go. My son got a chicken sandwich. His chicken sandwich was like the cheapest one that we had. It was like I think $7.50. No, it was $7.90 because Elijah, his sandwich was $7.90, and he had a brisket. But me and my wife got the double, and it was $13 for just the brisket sandwich, except the XXL brisket sandwich. Jay, what's going on, man? In the building. But yeah, like the vacation in South Carolina, man, it was good. What? Yeah, hey man, that brisket is off the chain, man. Hey, it was so funny. I thought my wife was playing, cause like I say, she a foodie. So I'm not turning this car around just to go get another half a brisket. We don't get 2 whole separate biscuits. I'm not turning this car around. She was like, oh, I'll buy that. I thought she was playing. Then when I got like to the second exit up, she's like, why you didn't turn around? I was for real. I was like, for real? I'm talking about, yeah, that brisket good. But yeah, overall, like I said, South Carolina was fun. Down in Hilton Head. Next trip might be, because it's so close, going to I don't know. We got to go to Helen, Georgia, because Helen, Georgia got Oktoberfest. So might not go this weekend. Might get close to Halloween and go. I know my wife don't want to go on Halloween, or we might go the week after. No, because then you're gonna be experience the Oktoberfest unless they do it that next following week after Halloween. But yeah, gotta go to Helen, Georgia for Oktoberfest. So that's gonna be another little small. That's a mini trip, so it ain't gonna be that much money. And then that's something that we can do same day and come back. Get up early Saturday morning or Sunday morning, go down there, and then drive back. We ain't even got to get a hotel. Save that money on the hotel and just come right back and just have an all-day trip there. Then we got what's the other one? Dallas for Thanksgiving. So we might end up going to Dallas. I don't know. I'm gonna see because, like I said, you got 1,200 alone for the tickets. Another probably 6 for the car, and then it's gonna be 4 days for Thanksgiving. So 12, 8, 2, 6 for the car, 26. And we're gonna have at least about, I say about, because every time we go shopping. We shopping coming back. So that's what, another 5 for shopping, 31, and then most likely food, because we're gonna be eating at everybody's house. But of course, you want to always go out to eat when you go somewhere. So that's another, me and the kids. That's about, I give at least 150 with the tip and all that. And we'll do that about 4 times. That's about 36. That's why I say, man, having kids and all that, everything costs. So 36 to go on the trip. So looking at that, are we gonna do that or not? Then Christmas right around the corner. So, and then next year we already planning the trip to Dubai. I don't know if I want to bring the boys. Might bring me and my wife the first time, and then bring the boys on the next one. Because like I said, me and my wife don't travel much. Ever since 2020, we mostly have been sending the boys out because we've been, working and doing stuff. And, especially with them having good grades before high school, before middle school, they was going exceptionally well. Got the middle school up and down. But overall, man, like I said, I should have been got off. But nice vacation, had a good time, man. Family, friends, always enjoy yourself, man. Until next time, like I said, budget, because you know what you're approved for. You know what you can get. You have a budget for it. You go to buy a new car, there's no reason you can't get the car. Go to your bank and hit that bank before you go to the dealership. You don't want the dealership running your credit like 30 times. The best place to go, in my opinion, is going to a credit union. But if you're not a part of a credit union, it's always best to go to your bank. This is stuff that people don't talk about until it's too late. This stuff you should be doing at your younger age when you get older. Interest rate is low. I remember the first time I got a car, I think my interest rate was 23. And I was like, dang, why so high? Then turn around, my second car, interest rate was, I think, 16. And, I'm thinking that's normal for people until I talked to one of my friends. And his girl, she's never got a car in the double digits, always in the single digits. She's had good credit, good standing, so she was always good. So I was like, man, I gotta, get me something like that. So that's my step. My other cars I pretty much paid cash on them. So most of the time my wife gets the car note. So if she get another car, if we don't have the cash, we'll just go ahead and get a car note on it. But that's it. But saying the least, said all that to say, get your budgets together, finance in order, make sure you have your life insurance, because you never know. One of the radio personalities down here in Georgia, Wanda Smith, she just passed. And it was a shock to a lot of people. My brother was just telling me he worked at this warehouse. He said one of his co-workers Told him, what's going on, man? I'll see you Monday. And lo and behold, he ain't even see him Monday because the dude passed that weekend. You know, put flowers on his forklift where he worked, put flowers on his forklift, and that was the end story, man. Like, when it come down to it, you never know. You really never know. You really never know. So, saying all that to say, shout out to everybody in the building. A lot of times, man, you never know what's going to happen, so you got to be prepared for it. You got to be prepared for it. But once again, shout out. We here and we gone. Peace.